First game in Tulsa here. We've got Anthony Marks making his Scouts debut. On D, turn the puck over here, and Oilers are on check. Sends it over to, and he sends it up and skates into the net, turned away by Tulsa's goal. He works behind the net. Oilers are going to break this out of the zone, but Miles skates around Harper and the Oilers as he skates that through the neutral zone. The defenders gloved by the maybe it's running time. Supposed to be a running time. We've got a Hiram, Parker, and out with Nolan and Owen on defense. Hiram keeps that for the Oilers. There's a stop clock. By the Oilers, but picked up by Hiram behind the net. Puts it on net. Oilers goalie. The Oilers as they break and knocked away by Nolan. He's going to get there on a neutral zone play here. Hiram looks to attack, shoots outside. Parker working behind with him. Will end up and Brianna with Kyle playing defense. By Luke. Works against a double team along the wall, sent out of the zone and immediately back in for an offside call. Luke with another face-off win. Back to Kyle. Sends it forward to... And we're offside. Not watching off puck play here. Come on. Another win by Luke. This time. Calvin on the check here, taken out. Luke pins it against the wall. On net. Net doesn't go. Looking down in the corner. Brianna looking to wrap this puck around and closes the pipe off real quick. Back down deep. Scouts get in on a forecheck first. On net. Calvin shoot there, but it's knocked away by over to Miles. Luke's going for a change. Miles keeps the puck in. The Scouts send it to the middle, but it's caught by an Oiler. And Pelly sends it in deep. Hudson leads on it first. Miles sends that puck. Gets through the goal. Sent to the middle, knocked away. Miles for a shot, and the Oilers get it out of here. Harper almost has a stick on that pretty quickly. Really working in. See if Anthony leaves. Yep. Power play opportunity. With Pelly, Steven, Hudson, Hiram, and Miles. 9:20 left in the first. Hudson sent back to Steven, who shoots. It's on net, but turned away. Hudson has time here, wraps it around the net. Continues to work behind. Keep the work going back there. Turns and looks. Tries a spin move, sends it there. And the Oilers get it out of the zone. With a 2-on-1 here on a power play. Back over. It's nice. Into the goal. Stop it to play here. .55 seconds left on the power play here. And we're going to get a zone face-off. Anthony. Hiram sends it over to Kelly. Wheels through, stops in the middle, and it's taken by an Oiler. But outside, turns and looks to the middle. Hudson had a good look. Tries to shoot, but it's knocked away by an Oiler. Delayed turn here. Tries to. Puck's played out. Miles slips and it gives it to an Oiler who's got a break. Tries to go 5-hole. Easily. Saved by Anthony. We've got 9 seconds on a power here with 8:01 left in the first. And Harper. Chipped up by Harper, but it's not able off the wall. And Luke's going to be on a hard forecheck here. Up and they come with speed. He loves it. Brianna, who chips it up the wall, in by Harper gets there, lifts, sends it down. But Luke picks it up, skates down the ice, takes it wide, to slide it over, but it falls off of her stick. Back down the ice. Hiram goes to work behind the net. Turns and looks to Brianna, who shoots. It's over the back down, and Brianna's going to get it on the forecheck. Nolan tries to step up, but the puck jumps over his stick, and we've got another Tulsa breakaway. Another goal. 6:47 left. Got Steven, Hiram, Parker. They're 9-3, but that's counted so far is the one wins a face-off, but comes over, picks it up, and it's to Kyle. And Kyle tries to play it up to Steven, but it's not by an forecheck. They try to break it. Successful. Steven skates. Another change for the got Miles on D still, but we're back to Hudson, Carson, and Kelly as our forward. Tipped away by Pelly, who's able to keep this puck down low. With a successful breakout, but trying to get it through traffic here, and does. It's put puck up the wall. That chips it off the wall, and that's going to be too far to go himself, but not enough. Carson first rimmed around Pelly, who skates it right, but it's jammed up. Takes his time, makes a move, makes another move. It's another guy, tries to make a pass to the middle, but it's not away. Still and tipped away the goalie. And we're going to get a penalty here that might be on the Scouts. Yep, that's going to be on Carson. That little minor contact you saw there was deemed interference. Yeah.
Finished it. He didn't start it.
PK unit on Harper, Miles, Luke, and Steven. On the power play. Oilers win. Sends it back over to the wall, and Steven's going to be the first one here. Picks it up, looks ahead, no one's there. Icing, not a call here. Steven on Tulsa sends it, guys. Standard. Luke gets that puck out of the zone. Nice job there. Looks to make a change. Steven delayed out there. Nice forecheck. And up the Tulsa still with that extra attacker on. Wheel. And we're going to go for 3 seconds. Miles on. Five on 3 for seconds. Set up the wall. Hudson's going to get this thing out. Skate and sends it in deep. It would have been called 5.
Hey, we're on the line, 5. Maybe better, maybe worse. Yeah.
Steven and Parker come in. Forward change on this penalty kill. 52 seconds left. 3:39 left in the first period. Face off won by Tulsa, but immediately taken away. Steven picks it up. 2 on the ice. Steven carries it his own, and shot is on net. up and over. Steven working hard by himself down here. Nice penalty kill. Steven goes around. Sits in front for a pass now, but looks like Steven stick. Whether it was a trip or not, we're not sure. And the puck goes hard. Yeah, we're on a penalty kill. We're not gonna forecheck two guys.
He almost did it. He was almost.
Kyle Hiram on the D line here, on forward still. Puck won back by Oilers, and Parker's going to get out on the fourth here. Hiram works along, even picks it up. One defender tries to send it over to Hiram, and just leaves Parker and Kyle back, and can't win it out of the neutral zone. Steven picks it up again. Again, shoots, and it goes in. Just as the power play, so that's going to be a great goal.
So I didn't see her. Oh,
Puts it up and sends it over to Kyle. And Scouts can't get it out of the zone, but they finally do. Brianna is first one. Chips it up the wall, but it goes to the Luke in on the forecheck. The guy tries to rim it around. The Scouts can go to work below the goal line here. Harper plays it back in. Good keep, Harper, but inevitably it comes out. Kyle picks it up and up the middle, but it goes back to Tulsa. Office and Kyle picks it up. Over to Brianna, but he comes out and pokes it away. Tulsa picks it up, and they're coming on a 1-1, but poked away by Harper there. Nice play. And Anthony's going to scoop and kill in minute 7 in the first. Full change for the Scouts. Nolan, Miles on D, Carson, and Pelly forwards. Carson sends that puck up the wall, kept in Oilers. Picks it up, sends it over to Pelly, who chips the ice. And send it back out by Oilers. Miles picks it up, everyone touches up inside, and we're good. Tulsa tries to play, but it pops off a stick and into the. Here with 1:30, Nolan's going to get on it here and sends it back up the wall to Pellet, a little too hard. Tulsa sends it back in, but center ice face off, 51 seconds left. We've got Miles, Owen, Hiram, and Steven. Hiram wins that puck, skates in, shoots, it hits the pipe. Steven collects it though. He's and Hiram both in front of the net. Hiram and Losot. Back out. Miles keeps that puck in, and Hiram goes to work on the floor. Sent back up, and Steven knocks it off of his skate, keeps it in the zone. Pushes it towards the net, turned away by the goalie. And that's going to be chipped out by the Oilers, but it's not going to have enough for an icing. Owen picks it up, sends it up the wall, jumps over Parker's stick. 10 seconds left in the period. Oilers looking to get one last shot. and it's on net and blocked by Anthony. A little after the whistle to play there, and the scouts let him know that's not okay. Puck's dropped, and that's going to be the end of the period. Puck dropped on the second period. Oilers win that. Sends it through the middle of the ice. Doesn't make it, though. Luke chips it up the wall and take it out of the zone. Physical. Scouts going on the power play. And power play unit has come out. We've got Hudson, Stephen, Hiram, Pelly, and Miles. Face off one by Hudson over to Pelly, who sends it down below the goal line. Hudson turns and looks, whiffs on a pass there, but able to get it back across the goal line, shoots, and it's outside the net. Just a second, tries to get to Pelly, but knocked away by the Oilers defender. Pelly now works below the goal line. Keeps possession here, sends it over to shoots through traffic, but Hiram blocks that. Tries to shoot, and Steven has it on a stick still. Will go below the goal line. Tries to puck up for Michigan, and we've got another penalty. One's going against the Scouts. It looks like Hudson's going to the box for a cross check. We play 4-on-4 for 58 seconds. Play for 32. Face-off sent to the wall by Hiram and played almost out of the zone by Kyle. Hiram does pick this up, sends it through the middle. Tulsa gets into the zone and sends a puck behind the net there. Kyle plays Steven, who for Hiram chips it up the wall. Chips it up the wall again, and he's going to go win this puck. We're playing 4-on-4, so lots of space here. Steven shoots and passes Hiram. 4-4, even there. Parker tries to fake, doesn't win, and we've got Nolan and Harper out there. Pass sent to the middle by the Oilers. They shoot, tip, and the rebound goes in. On 4. Has it up, but it's won by the Oilers. And they look to enter the zone here. Oilers it up, tries to skate around one checker, and it's in against Harper working. Parker goes over to out to the Oilers D guy. They tipped and deflected, and it goes in. That one looks like it's going to release the penalty. Then Oilers still maybe? I can't tell. Nope. Oh, okay. Oh, yep. We're here. Carson, Pelly, Miles. Up and breaks up a zone entry from the Oilers. It's going to skate this into the scouts territory. Just send it to the middle, but Carson sends it to the middle, but on it, so we're not able to shot off that. Miles, no one home. Carson's there, fires it back in deep. Pelly tries to send it to the middle to Hudson, but he whiffs on it. Miles steps up, tries to keep it, and does. Hudson picks it up, works toward the middle, sends one backhanded, out of range. Carson there. Oilers try to send it up the ice, and it just clears the blue line. We're going to be offside. Face off won by the. Try to get it out. Doesn't make it. Oilers keeps it in the zone here. Oilers pick it up and clean breakout here right into the Scouts' defensive zone. D guy going to send it off the corner, but broken up by Bree there. Nolan picks it up, tries to play the ball, but by an Oiler, and lands in the middle. Oilers shoot. Swallowed up by Anthony. "10 minutes left in the second period here. The clock is running now. Got Luke Calviniana on. Luke doesn't quite win it. I wouldn't say he lost it. Brandon, and she's going to skate around a Oilers defender, shoots, and it's over the net. This thing's going to get out of the zone. Chipped around Kyle here. What's the zone? Fired up, but it's right to the. Colin picks it up, tries to neutral zone here, but it's poked the player. Into the zone, tries to send it cross. Broke there. Kyle's got a little time to get this puck. 2 defenders in front of him. Calvin touches up, stays on side here, and picks up the puck. Tough D by the Oilers there. They're able to knock Calvin off the puck. Hiram comes in, makes it in the middle, shoots right the goalie and knocked away by the Oilers. First one to it here. He's got defender. Shakes both of them. Got a little time here. Everyone stays on side. Miles has an opportunity for a shot here. Pass, great pass, but it falls off the stick. Goes through Hiram and gets to Parker. Parker puts it on net, but it doesn't go. He should get an icing here. This thing is out on net. 39 in the first. Score still 3-2. Tulsa won. Tulsa. Miles turns, plays it over to Park. The stick can't handle it. Stevens gonna play it back in. 3 forwards there, but none of the scouts can come up with it. And the Oilers are gonna break here. Tries to set up the broken up. Miles still stays in the here. Shot put past the wall. Rebound. Harper sends it up the wall. Goes back to the D. There's no scouts forwards there. Through and Anthony. Back to the D guy who's going to lose it. Steven pokes it away. Loses his stick in the process. Hiram picks it up. Pretty physical here. On this one right here. Harper tries to pass, and he's going to get a penalty on that. Little shove there. Not anything to warrant based on what he just let go. Shot by the Oilers goes wide net. Harper's going to touch that while we have a power play here. Looks like I was wrong. I thought they got Harper for a light shove. That was when the hand went up, and then that's okay, yeah. It's going to be Steven on a high. Not sure how Steven had a high stick to miss it. He didn't have a stick. Shift there. Regardless, penalty kill here with Pelly, Hudson, Kyle, and Miles. And they're going to play offense on this penalty. Sent to the middle. Great to the middle, and Pelly with a strong stick to bury it. On a short-handed goal with 7 in the second period. Short-handed for another minute here. Oilers win that face-off. Carried in the zone, but falls off the stick and knocked Hudson. Oilers go offside. Forward by Hudson, the Oilers, and carry wheels to the middle. Looks to shoot, slips it past the defender. Anthony with a great save, sliding over there. Pick it up in the middle, send it back to their D guy, and send another one to traffic. And another one. And the Oilers try to go whistle. Scout's not happy about that. Luke and Carl come in. Through the middle by the Oilers. Luke skated into the zone. Takes it wide here. Sends it to the middle. Carson was there. Takes a slap shot. Looks like he had a stick on stick. Gates. Oilers pick it up, come to the new guys back to cover. Oilers tuck into the middle, picked up, makes a move, and it's another goal. 18 seconds left on the penalty. Nope, that's going to come out. Got his helmet worked on there. Parker, Nolan, and Owen. Face off won by Hiram, and he dishes it off to Steven, who works behind the net. Carries up the wall here. Tries to wheel through the middle, and it's taken off of the stick. Oilers pick this puck up and work through the neutral zone. Wheels are Nolan. Get a shot. Anthony with a helmet save. Again, Anthony with a stick save there that chips it over. Steven works in the corner. Owen gets down there with him. More physical play. No call there. Hiram skates up the ice here. He's going to, but it slipped off. No, he gets it back. It was gets it off the skate, injures, and puts it in the back of the net. Nice goal. Four to 4, 5:30 left in the second. Calvin, Miles, Harper, and we'll need a center. Here comes. Oilers win the faceoff. Tries to send it up the wall, but Bree blocks it there, and the Scouts are in the zone, onside. Shoots into the goalie's chest. Luke over to Calvin, who sends it to Harper, who through the middle, right to Luke, and the goalie has that covered. Calvin picks it up. Comes off of the stick, though. Sent back in by Harper, I believe. Luke to Calvin. Ready? Bree gets over to the wall. Tries to keep that in. Oilers send it out. Harper picks it up. Turns and makes a move up the middle here. Lands the stick. Little hold. Bree shoots. It's right again. Harper picks this up. Tries to move under the stick of the Oilers defense. It falls off the stick. Oilers just enough to poke it out there. Send that softly up the ice. No icing here. Luke in on a forecheck. Blocks the puck. Calvin picks it up. Tries to make a move. Slips it through the goalie's legs, and it's another goal for the Scouts. 5-4 Scouts with 4-7 left in the. Carson, Hudson, and Owen on the ice right now. Puck along the wall at the blue line here, and send it to Tulsa. And wins that faceoff over to Carl, who chips the wall down, and he gets it in the zone. Tulsa turns and plays it up the wall. Jumps off. Owen plays it back into the. He touches up and they 1-2. Shoots. Gloved by the goalie. And sends it in just wide of the net. Kelly tries to play it back down, whiffs on the first one, gets it the second time, and then whiffs on another pass, but he does get it down to Hudson, who sauces one to the middle with too much sauce on it. Owen takes his time trying to make sure we're onside. Has to get it off his stick. 3:25 left in the second. Highland pokes it forward on the faceoff win here. Wheels past one defender. Tries to go 5-hole, but it bounces. Sent back into the middle, and the goalie tips this one up and taps it against his chest. Scouts maybe make a play after the here, and Tulsa lets them know either. Hiram wins a face-off to Steven, who sends it on net. Sends it in deep and below the goal line. The rim out. Miles changes direction. Break out here to Parker. Passes out to Hiram, and we've got a 3-on. It over to Steven. Turns, shoots right at the goalie. Puck lays out in the middle. Parker picks it up and tries to send it over to Steven, but it's tipped away by an Oilers defender. Parker tries to get out on the forecheck here. Miles in the zone. Looks to shoot by the goalie. Steven picks it up. Not much of a forecheck here. Jumps over Nolan's stick here and puts it back up the wall to Hiram. And they touch up on change there. Another 3-on-2 for the Scouts. Steven wheels through several people. Parker picks it up, shoots, and it's turned away by the goal. Again, soft forecheck or non-existent from the Scouts as they look to get a change here since they're tired. Outside on that.
Looking for him. I said that.
I throw it away from your bench on that so they're not looking.
Really
You got Bree, Luke, and tries to send that thing in deep, but it falls. It's the same with the Oilers player there, and it goes deep in for the Scouts here. They finally get it out, and we've got a breakaway here. Anthony squares it up. chips it up. We're sort of like a change up there with expecting something faster there, and it jumps over Walker. 5'5", 116 in the puck on the face-off there. But it back, the Oilers jumps it. Calvin picks that up, sends it in deep, loops the first one there on the forecheck. Calvin tries to get the puck to the middle here, and the Oilers knock it out. Harper makes a move, turns, nice, sends it up, but it just not enough on the pass to get over to Luke. Kyle changes the ice here. And the Oilers send it in, be an icing call. Carson and Owen. Off skates it out of the zone. Nice back check from Carson there. And they're going to get a penalty on that. Not really a call there, as Carson was in his stick.
Did you switch to hooking in the trip?
Yeah, he signaled a hooking, but he had his stick trying to back check there. Whatever the call is, we're in the minute 30 with 35 seconds left. Yeah. Tulsa sends it wide of the net here. They're trying to send it through traffic. The puck bounces around in front for a second and lands by the goal line. I think that's Hudson who picked it here and sends it forward to Pelly. If Pelly can get there first, he might get a look at it. The Oilers broken by Tulsa in the middle. Force scout back here on the penalty kill. Takes it wide and it's taken away by Miles. Miles plays it up the wall and it's not out of the zone. That'll be the end of the second. We on a break? Just started the third with Carson, Pelly, Hudson, Kyle, and Miles on. Still 5-5. Hudson picks it up. He's got Pelly in front. Does send it to him off the skate of an Oiler. It's on net though. Picks it up. To get a shot. Hook it up with the Oilers. Same thing for Pelly. Steven, Parker, Hiram, Kyle, and Nolan on the ice. 3 left. Hiram wins that faceoff forward, turns and looks for Parker. Shoots right in. Great pass from Hiram. Hiram wins another faceoff, sends it back to Kyle. Kyle's going to try to net it. Goes wide. Steven picks it up. Holds off a defender. And the defender knocks him over, but no call there. Probably okay. Kyle sends it up to Hiram. Stick or touch up and get his own entry here. Puck floats in front of the middle of the net. The Oilers are working. It's still loose. Steven turns the corner. Parker put it up the wall, but can't. Steven sends it across to Hiram. The Oilers defender step that play. Hiram collects it and works up the ice here. Puck played out of the zone. Nolan picks it up, sends it over to Kyle. Kyle makes a move and going to skate into the zone. Delays, plays it below the net, sends it out front there. The Oilers are going to go outside as Nolan breaks that play. Owen and Harper back on defense right here as Oilers cross. It does land, but it's broken up by Calvin, and he's got Anna and Luke out as forwards with him. This puck up the wall here with Brianna. Rims it around instead, and Harper's going to pick it up. Harper back the same direction, and Brianna's there to pick it up this time. Plays it through the middle, then the Oilers pick it up. 10 minutes, still 5-5. Calvin breaks up a pass and is going to skate this into the. Takes it wide, it around over to Brianna. Puck off of her stick. Here, coming on a back check, goes all the way to Owen. Look and sends it right back. Calvin plays it around that defense. Still in the zone here. Rips it around again. Brianna picks it up, back down low. Oilers carry out of the zone here and sends it cross ice. Harper breaks that up with a skate. Calvin picks it up again. Harper picks it up and he's going to take his time here. Wheel around the net. Plays it up the wall over to Hudson. Brianna right there with him. Defender loses a stick. We've got a 2-on-1. Brianna sends it over to Hudson. The defender breaks it up. Does collect it, and the goalie does save. Yep. Got Pelly, Hudson, Carson, Nolan, Rimmed around. Nolan comes over and keeps that puck in the zone. Pelly drops back to help and sends it on net. Puck jumps a little bit. Yep. Puck just comes over the blue line and then back in for an offside call. 8:30 left in the third. Hudson wins a faceoff back to Nolan, who sends it over to Miles, just a little in front though. Works, and the Oilers send it back to their defense. Pelly's got the puck in the zone, tries to send it over to Carson, but it's knocked away. Played up the ice by others, and they'll look to enter the zone. They do. Shoots, it's on net, and Anthony covers it up. Got Steven, Hiram, and Kyle on the ice right now. Oilers win the puck and work below the goal line. Ford picks it up, makes a move, skates around Hiram. Steven's going to pick this up and tries to get out of the zone. He does, but the Oilers get it right back. Oilers working on the ball, and it jumps to the middle. Steven's going to pick it. He's got a little space to work here. Tries to over to Hiram, but it's and Owen breaks, but it's still sent in deep. Kyle turns, picks it up, tries to make a move around the forecheck of the Oilers there, but they're in the zone below the goal line here. Kyle all over him here and forces a bad pass. Owen tries to chip it up the wall by an Oilers player. Kyle throws it over to Hiram. Out of the zone, but not enough for an ice here. Enough for a change. Puck breaks that play up. Picks up the player on the net. Turns and looks. It up. Got Luke with a stretch pass. Works along the wall here. Brianna joins that party. Luke softly sends it up the ice, but it goes back to the Oilers. It's going to come right back to Harper. Makes a move to the middle here and shoot. Saved by the goalie. Back. Turns a look. He's going to skate. Makes a move. Beats one. It's tipped away. And it sends a pass back down to Luke, but it's rimmed around and gets out of the zone. Not enough for an icing call. Miles sends it over to Harper. Harper is going to carry the zone. It's another. It looks like he's taking it there. And they're going to go on a power play. 5:32 left. Get it on. We've got Pelly, Miles, and Hudson. But the Oilers pick this up, try to wheel through two guys. Steven steps up and breaks that up. It's good defense. There's no interference there. Get a play on the puck. but Tulsa doesn't anyway. Hiram enters the zone here, beats one defender, tries to chip it over the goalie, and it goes outside. Miles collects that, sends it back in the middle, tipped away by the other's player. Takes a little time, makes a move. Over to immediately send it to Steven. And it goes into the glove of the goal. 45 seconds left on the power play. 4:40 third. Miles tries to send a puck there and deflected away by an Oilers player. Steven picks it up, turns towards the middle, makes a move, lands on Hudson. Shoot, and that's going to be a 6-5. Calvin, Brianna, Miles, and Nolan. Up, and the Oilers come up with it. To the middle, puck off, Calvin play up, and he's going to skate in zone here. Turns, look. Oilers not stick. Sends it over to Luke. Timer. Let's get it net. Goalie blocked it. 6-5 Scout. 4:03 left third. Luke wins a faceoff. Tries to get a shot. Nolan's going to keep that in the zone here. Sends it on net. Rebound to Luke. Good forecheck here from this group, but the Oilers are going to pick it up, get out of the zone. He's back with a back check here. Or Oilers player loses the, and they're going to call a penalty on the Scouts. That's going to go to Nolan. Sounds like a hooking call in there somewhere. Let's see, we've got Parker high up for a minute and 30 penalty kill here. Hiram wins that over to Parker, and they had another hook ball here just to keep this thing in the zone. Is going to Oilers get that up the wall and to the middle through the middle zone here. Parker tries to make a move. Down to it. Harper and Parker working behind the net there. Oilers send it back to the D guy. He's going to look to shoot. Tipped up, but Al picks it up and looks. To the middle of the Oilers. Shoot. Puck jumps out. Parker gets on his horse. And the Oilers stays in the zone here. Oilers break it out. We've got it on. Parker's stick is around for the fourth time this game. Hudson's getting that down the ice, and we are going to get an icy ball on that. 2:12 left in the period. 7 seconds left on the power play. We've got Steven, Miles, and Hudson, who wins that back towards Anthony, but he was ready for it. Steven stick handles a little too much, but gets it back from Hudson. And they're going to call an offside. Not sure if they skates got over the line before the puck did, but it looked like he was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he came back a little bit, but didn't go over the line.
Penalty kill is successful. We've got Carson, Mike, and Owen on the ice. Exactly 2 minutes left. Face-off won by the Oilers. Picks it up, sends it up the ice. Waved off. And it's going to be a penalty for a stick check on a player not even near the puck.
I think you need stats like right side Oilers. You need that for a round.
Right?
Come on.
They're not allowed to. We're not allowed to. Face off won by the Scouts. Hudson shoots and it's deflected up into the net.
Oh, no, no face there.
No, we can't. That's J3. Looks like a timeout coming here. He left in the third minute. Left on the power play for the Scouts. I did. From the timeout here. Hudson loses a stick on the faceoff to Oilers rim there, but it's held in by Kelly. And right back out by Tulsa. Owen picks it up and just send it cross ice, but it falls off of the stick and does get it back up the wall. Looks like the Oilers have pulled their goalie here for the extra skater. And that icing call is allowed to keep him out now. Minute 19 left in the third on the power play. So we're still 5-on-5 here. But Tulsa's had to pull their goalie to even it up. Won by Tulsa, but Hiram picks it up. It's a move over to Pelly. Pelly up the ice to and offside.
Sit right there.
Yeah. We could have had a shot as soon as we get there. No risk.
And then don't get for it. What, you ice it 3 times or
Really back net for Tulsa to be on it. Power play. Hudson wins face off. Tulsa picks it up. Tulsa rims it around to their forward here, who does chip it past Miles, sends it through. The goalie's cut off again. Play broken up by Carlin on a back check. Tries to send it up the wall but misses. And Hiram makes a move. It stays in the zone for a moment. Right back out. It's a cross-ice pass here. Back in the sends it in deep. 34 seconds left. 5-on-5. Tulsa picks up the puck, sends it to net, tries to tip it, and Anthony covers. 7 seconds left on the power. Yep. Steven, Parker, and Kyle coming on. With a skater coming out of the box in 7 seconds. It's off one by two. She puts it on net, defended by, blocked by. Kyle's going to send it, and that's going to be an icing call. Tulsa skater is now out of the box, so it'll be 6-on-5 down here. Left. Face off one forward by Tulsa. Shoots on net by Anthony. Puck floats out in front and get it covered. Puck was covered by Miles, and we've got a cross-check penalty on Hiram, so we will be penalty kill for 7.8 seconds. Got Miles and defense. Puck tied up, and he shoots. Tulsa Oilers player shoots net, and Anthony grabs it real quick. 4.6 seconds. Steven wins that one back to Hudson, who's going to just pin it against the wall here. All the Oilers come in. Delayed start on the clock there. 0.5 seconds left, and the referees are going to go ahead and call what they do. Outs. Game of the tournament.